Okay, so I'm back for working. Yesterday I didn't have a chance to work at all, and it's kind of difficult to be home all day without getting a good breath of fresh air. So I'm not gonna go far. I'm gonna stay close by home because, first of all, I don't know what the weather's doing, and because I still have a lot of work to do. So I'm gonna take a long walk. This is right across my house. Right there is the high school behind. And so this is one of the places I love to walk around a lot. Again, because it's only three houses away from my three houses away from my house. And so I get a chance to actually walk whenever I want. In the summertime, it's nice because you can come up really early. Well, the day is Monday. I get to see you guys. It makes me feel good. But then when you guys are gone, I need something to pick me up. So walking around picks me up. Yeah, this road is a little bit noisy, but then once we are inside the campus, the tiny campus is actually much nicer, and it's a higher elevation. It's nice. So you see the fields are right here. And I don't know. I got alerts that we were supposed to have a tornado watch. I don't know if you guys got that where you are. Today's Monday, November 30th. We had rain, but now it stopped. So, hey, I've been thinking things like you know, fun things to do with computer programming. So I'm kind of a science person. When I was young, I started with science, biology first, then physics. But I always loved computers, and math was always it was always there. I didn't realize that it was easy to me until much later. So that's technically my background: physics, math, and computer science. And so, wouldn't it be nice if we could do a project that could be collaborated by many students, and it would last more than just 1 year, but something big? I'm always thinking of something like that. And mostly because I love simulations. Some of you already seen the cell mitosis, and you in turn did great things. I'm always thinking about a big team effort where many people, many students contribute in different ways, with some machine learning involved and AI, because after all, you do have to have some type of central intelligence behind all this. And we can use just basic stuff to create it. At one point, I was obsessed with a bee colony. Yeah, Yeah, a bee colony, yes, because they're very smart insects and they're also organized and organized in such a way that there are roles and they work hard and they follow tasks, goals. They all have something in common to work on at different levels. And when I look at computer science projects, that's what I usually think of. I think of a combined effort by many people. And I think I told many times about the fact that when I was a programmer, I was in a cubicle all by myself. And it was kind of sad. I didn't like it too much. I know that I paid very well, but I don't know. How much money do you really need to be happy? So it's just that a project like that requires a lot of thinking, a lot of time to think, a lot of time to organize, and to maintain that kind of energy. It cannot be done by just one person, aka me. So I think it has to be a project in which a lot of people are interested in the same thing, just like the bees, right? So the bee colony to me was like, well, you have the hive. The hive has to be maintained. You have the different type of bees, and then you have the outdoors environment, and then you have a whole bunch of factors involved. So all those factors and the settings and the environment will create a world, a totally different world with rules. Wait, this is muddy. Rules and just like in a game of life, right? You have those rules that are very minimal. So the beehive would be a little bit more complex, of course. But again, those rules will still have to be respected and maintained. So it makes sense. So you can see an outcome of what happens. Something that is always running and it's always been updated. Which has one of the fish and then you add new elements because the factors do have an effect on the actual colony, right? The population, things that could destroy the hive or sustain it or just, morph, change little by little, different things. I think it would be something more meaningful if that could be achieved. I also have to be the beehive, or the bee colony, I should say. It could be other things. I don't know. Ooh, it's nice and windy. As you can see, the actual high school is on higher ground. So it's really nice to walk around here. And in one of these corners that I'm going to show you, there's like a wind tunnel. And if you stand there, no matter what day, no matter what conditions, the wind is strong. And it goes right through my house's backyard. Because somehow the trees where the houses were built in my area were removed from that. I don't know if that actually uh, actually contributed towards the wind tunnel, or the wind tunnel kind of created the corrosion or erosion of the earth and the ground, and maybe it wasn't friendly enough for the trees to grow. Yeah, that's another interesting simulation. The weather is very complicated, and there's a lot of physics behind it and math, but also the graphics are fantastic. Last year, actually on previous years, I always have students who try to simulate something like that, and by small scale and one programmer. And my idea is to involve a whole bunch of programmers, so we are all kind of somehow interacting, exchanging ideas, improving ideas, coming up with new ideas, coming up with new tools and skills. If I didn't have to work, that would be so nice. Minor detail. Although I don't have to work, but if I don't work, then I cannot be there with you guys doing these crazy things. There's also the field. There's the football field, and we're getting closer to the wind tunnel. Usually this place is very busy with people walking around or riding the bike, and then the fields are always full of students participating in athletic sports. Right now we only have a couple of kids jogging. So it looks like it is official that our principal, Mrs. Baxter, is leaving. Unfortunately, kind of sad. And we have the interim principal, which will be Mr. Warren, which is also good. It's good. But I'm very sad that Mrs. Baxter is leaving. She was one of those principals that was very open-minded. So I've been teaching for a long time. Seems to me that when it comes to the administration, being open-minded is not an easy thing to do. You hear the wind? We're getting closer today. The wind tunnel. Woo! I love it. I still haven't gotten out the kites though. So I'm going to show you, it's coming soon, opening. Which is really interesting. Sometimes I would like to be, I don't know what, but something that I can see from above. But the wind tunnel starts, let me see, I think I have to be right in front of that basin. Position myself to go left and right, and I think it's coming up over here. So there's always wind here, no matter how tranquil the wind is. And right now it just has slowed down a little bit. I think I'm looking left and right. So when it's a windy day, I better not be here. And it goes straight that way. It's actually interesting. if you could actually throw things up in the air and see where they go, something that will stay up like they do with some of those balloons for meteorology, it would be good to know what kind of tunnel this is. Although it's too close to the ground to be significant. Anyway, so talking about being significant or insignificant, I was thinking I couldn't answer this question. The question was, if you could be whatever you want to be, what would you be? But wait, I mean, there was no restrictions whatsoever. So I kept on thinking, I'm 65 years old, and I end up always going to things that I thought of when I was a teenager or even younger than that. Which is kind of, I don't know, kind of weird, right? At this age, you would think, after so many years of living, you would think that my dreams of being something that I cannot be would have changed. One of my dreams was that, well, I always wanted to be an astronaut. Another one, flying. Flying was a big thing. But I mean, not with I'm not talking about with the plane. No, I'm flying. I mean, I'm sure you had flying dreams. I used to have a lot of them. So the wind tunnel is right behind the baseball, whatever that thing is called, to catch the balls. Obviously, I don't follow sports too much. Unfortunately, we don't have a good storm. I would love to be out here in a good storm. So, what would you like to be? Let's say there are no physical and financial or emotional or anything restricting you from becoming whatever you ever always wanted to be. Can you think about it and come up with something? It will be only one thing. You know, that's a very difficult question. I don't know. A lot of things come to mind. It's like when somebody asks you, what's your favorite movie? Do you have one favorite movie? Oh, it's beautiful outside. It would be good if I could work with somebody else to share all this. I'm one of those people who enjoy more things when I can share them. Maybe that's why I'm making these videos. That's rhetorical. You don't have to answer all my comments. So, I think this is the direction. Somewhere in here. I didn't think I was going to go back. I worked so many hours. It seems to be work, and there was a lot more work because when I'm in school, I can walk around the desks and look at students work on the computers, and the students don't feel as shy or timid to ask questions. Well, Zoom is kind of keeping people from communicating. Some people who always communicates, and those who do not communicates even less. Dang it. So since I cannot be around looking over anybody's shoulders to see how they're doing, if there is any progress or they're stuck somewhere, then I have to make all these extra videos and things to make sure that if you didn't catch it when I talk about it, you can catch it from the videos. Or like having a second person in the classroom, one that that's the lesson, that would be the video, and the other one is me live answering questions. Although that has not really happened yet. Students are stuck in a rut. Students don't want to talk, and could be many reasons. Because I feel it too. I don't call it laziness, but I do call it kind of momentum, I guess, or inertia. Is if you're moving, you keep on moving. If you're staying still, not moving, you stay still, not moving and not doing anything, and that creates a very bad circle of not progressing. I'm feeling kind of unfulfilled. Look at those clouds. I had to come out one day when it's really, really stormy. Unfortunately, the camera cannot pick up the night sky well. I'm using my cell phone, so otherwise it would be awesome to see it at nighttime. I think I want to go to Harrington Arboretum. Anybody had gone there in Princeton? That place is awesome. Next time I have a chance to take more than 15 minutes, 20 minutes walk, I want to go there. That's a really nice place. When my kids were young, I used to take them there. This is where the school keeps some of the equipment. Today, otherwise, I presume it's the weather. Although I think I heard that something is happening with sports also. Some things have been canceled for a little, or suspended for a little while. Here is one of my favorite trees, although it's kind of bare right now, but I think it's an oak tree. Oh no, it's sweet gum tree. And has been here probably longest, even though it's not the tallest and biggest, but it's definitely like any oak, very strong tree. Alright, I need to actually stop talking so I can do my internal meditation, because this is where I get kind of mentally recharged, especially when I'm kind of drained from many other things. Not necessarily work. I think work sometimes keeps me busy and away from things that I don't want to think about. So, recharging when there's nothing around except the wind